Yo, what is good, y'all? We are here about to play Keeper on GeForce Now, and we're going to kick it off with taking a little look at the blog that NVIDIA put out for their GeForce Now announcements. I forget I think they call it like GeForce Thursdays or something. The name, we'll see the name when we go into the app itself, but it mentions join the Resistance. Arc Raiders launches in the cloud. Get the hit game for free with a 12-month GeForce Now Ultimate membership, and jump into 10 new titles, including The Outer Worlds 2, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, and a new Guild Wars 2 expansion. We won't read through the entirety of this post, but want to shout it out to show what is new to GeForce Now, and also just kind of what kind of things are available. As y'all already saw, if you have been locked in on our Twitch channel, and if you're watching after the fact, if you are someone that checks out all of our VODs that we upload on our archives channel, you may have seen already. It was Leo, Jeff, and Jacob playing Arc Raiders using like RTX and all of that. That was earlier today, actually. So it's been a big GeForce day for us on the channel as I'm about to lock into GeForce Now. But here they have advertising again. Arc Raiders, they have Outer Worlds 2, the Guild Wars 2 Visions of Eternity expansion. Ghost Trick, which is a game that like genuinely I was like, should I play Ghost Trick today? It's one of those like, I feel like cult classic sort of vibes to this, so let me know in the chat if you are a Ghost Trick stan. I know there are many of you out there. And they also have just, in addition, members can look forward to, and they list a series of games that are also like new to the service this week. Escape Simulator 2, I never read this name right, Recreation, Outbreak Island, Dark Moon, Earth vs. Mars, The Outer Worlds 2, as previously mentioned, Arc Raiders, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, Demo, Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, and Keeper, and then it mentions, Steam, Xbox, the different platforms. GeForce Now, just to give y'all a reminder of what the options are, there is a basic version, which you can check out for free. It does have ads and a couple other limitations or stipulations, like 1-hour game sessions, not as high resolution or frame rate, things like that. And as you go up in the tiers, you just get more and more access to games, longer sessions, higher resolution, better frame rates, things like that. So just want to shout that out for those interested and curious. It has been really interesting setting this up for today. It's actually my first time using GeForce Now, so we're going to be checking this out together and just sort of reminding myself and getting out of the mind frame that I am in. I am only in my 30s, but I feel like I'm 100 years old when it comes to gaming. I grew up just kind of only doing local, never doing online stuff. So I feel like I'm always very late to the party on the technological front. I'm also someone that really, really values ease of use over kind of anything. So GeForce Now is kind of an interesting position because it's something that I think appeals to people that are chasing, fidelity and performance while having maybe a simpler price point, a price point that can have a little bit more longevity because you're not continuously like tinkering with your rig, or just like the convenience of having access to your library in multiple ways than just kind of being tied to your PC. So it kind of spans those two factors, right? The fidelity performance factor, but also the convenience factor. And I am, by and large, more of a convenience girly, and I feel like this offers a bit of that as well. And it was one of those things where, again, I had to get out of the mind frame that I'm in, which is like, how do I have the tech to like run the games I want to run, right? It's funny, I actually a few months ago, I was streaming with Sarah, and she saw my PC specs and was like, man, this PC is getting really old. It's been like kind of out of date for a while. And it's something that I've been kind of starting to worry about, especially having the job that I have, right? Hanging out with y'all, playing games, talking about games. Like, when am I going to start hitting those walls? And something like GeForce Now can kind of offer a couple solutions for that. So I'm not going to move over to the service itself, have that go full screen. And we might end up tinkering with like audio levels here. So I'll keep talking about this as I boot up Keeper, which is the game that I will be playing. Again, this is like access to streaming your stuff, right? So I have Keeper on Steam. I got it on Steam, but I'm playing it through GeForce Now. And much like Leo in his stream that he did, I think it was like last week or 2 weeks ago when he was playing Dying Light, he's like, oh, I have it on Steam. I made sure like it's not installed, guaranteeing it's off this launcher. Not only is it not installed on my Steam library, I'm actually playing for I think the first time ever in this current setup, not like in my life, but in this current setup, playing off of Mac off of my Mac. I run on a Mac computer, so I'll talk about that while this connects and boots up, and we check again the audio levels, the controller sync, all of that. My studio setup is to be on a Mac, and then I normally like stream off of my PC. But with this, it's like it's just like, how's your internet connection? And I have to kind of like remind myself, okay, I can kind of just do this however I want to instead of necessarily having to have like multiple rigs. So yeah, so that's kind of been like a change in perspective for me of just like having that freedom. And then to that note, again, I'm playing off of a Mac. If you have a Mac, and if ever tried a game off of a Mac, there's almost like no games like on the Mac. Even something as simple as like playing idle games, which I've been getting into lately. It's like I have to boot up my PC for that. I have to make sure that that's like there. So Isaiah's just doing some tinkering on the other side of the studio stuff. Isaiah got together, appreciate him, and we're gonna go ahead and hit play. This is the GeForce Now interface, so I want to be able to show y'all it from here. So yeah, let's get into it, and then we'll get started. This is the first stream I think I've done since me and Isaiah got married, so shout out to producing your first stream since then. And it's been a while since I've been on MinnMax's channel proper too. Obviously I'm here a lot of times for like New Show Plus and stuff, but not a lot of haven't done a gameplay stream in a while, like just solo dolo. So, excited to be here. Again, appreciate y'all's patience. And yes, it is my first stream since beating Persona 5 Royal, which I did over on my personal channel. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff happening. But there you go. So like I mentioned earlier, a lot of times I stream off of a PC, and then I game off of a PC and I stream off of a Mac. Today we're doing everything just on Mac, which is a little bit different than what I normally have. Congrats. Hope y'all had a great time. Thank you. So yeah, it does open up the, Steam to show that you have like the, what's the word? Sort of like license to have it. So you can just minimize that after the fact, because it's just kind of, you have to have it on something, right? So it's like, and you can have it on Steam, you can have it on, Xbox, you can access it through Game Pass. Like those would be the different options there. But yeah. So let me know how the game audio is for y'all. You should be hearing game audio at this point. If it's too loud, now's the time. Speak now, forever hold your peace. And I feel like, this isn't the first Double Fine game I'm playing. I did dip a little bit into Psychonauts 2, but other than that, I'm sure I have played some Double Fine stuff at some point. Okay, let me know if you guys are hearing everything. Cool, it saved my settings. I favor large text, bold, large weight, all of that. I'm playing on a, I've Bluetoothed, I don't know how to process that. Just my PlayStation controller. It does show the Xbox like inputs, but though, hold on. I think my controller might have fallen out of sync. Oh, it's you? Okay, cool. Mike has a bit of reverb again, is what Chad is saying. He said echo slightly came back, but it seems to be gone. Okay. Cool. Okay, Isaiah says he thinks it's still in there, the echo, eventually. Are we good on sound before I get started on here? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, nice. Amazing one of the GeForce Now streams. Hey, thanks for being here. Yeah, let me know if the if my audio is okay, if it's echoing. I'm told there might be a little bit of an echo. The game audio seems fine, just a bit low. I can hear it, but barely. Corbett says it's like barely in there, so. Okay, cool. Isaiah's Mike is good now, says Groffles. Oh, because the gameplay silent, I guess, for you guys for a second. Game audio gone though. Yeah. Yeah. Isaiah's tinkering with how the game audio comes in, so it's not like doubled. Yep. Game audio now gone. I like that there's a little bit of movement on the home screen here. The startup of the game. I play on Max or GeForce Now. It's super nice for playing big PC games. Yeah, I mean, that's literally exactly what we're doing here. Yeah, sorry about it taking a little while for us to get going. Because I don't normally stream off of my Mac, it is a little bit of tinkering with a couple different settings on how we get the audio through and all of that, because it is a little different than what we normally do. We stream off one device and game off a different one. But today we're gaming off just the one device. But it will be nice for when I want to do stuff that integrates like the internet more. I think it'd be nice to have like an option just to game off of my Mac already, because that is where I do most of my work. So yeah. Okay. We should be good now for no echo, but let me know in the chat how my sound is coming through, how the game audio is coming through. I think that might be our last little adjustment here. Again, thank you guys so much for your patience, and then we'll get going on Keeper, which the nice thing is we only have, about 2 hours to stream today, hang out together, but the game is also relatively short. It's about like a 4-hour experience. So I think what's nice about streaming a game like this is we will get a lot done in like a small amount of time, which is kind of fun. Cool. If anyone can confirm audio, that would be awesome. But if not, I do have Isaiah listening on headphones, and he says everything is good. So, yeah, additional confirmation is great, but I'll give it about a couple seconds. Crowboy, appreciate you so much. Let's go ahead and hit play and get going on here. Dun, 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 dun. It's hard not to have that song in your head. This is like way more immersive than I'm normally playing too. Game's a little bit loud, to be honest. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can bring the gameplay audio down a bit. What song we heard? The Mario song. Was it Mario 64? Let me just... Can I do that on my own? Cool. I might bring the gameplay audio down a little bit. I think I can just do that from the game menu, though. Okay, cool. I'll just do that from the game menu. I'm going to wait for this cutscene, though. And then I'll do that right after. I don't want to skip it by accident. Okay, I think we're just about to get into gameplay here. And then I can bring it down a bit. Ooh, I love a game where you don't even know you're in the game because it looks the same. Let's do like 3 notches. That might be a little dramatic, but okay, y'all let me know now what you're thinking. So yeah, this is just all me, just using the joystick. Ooh, 1 more notch. Okay. Boop. We'll just go 1 more. Okay, cool. This is still just me. I'm just gonna walk towards myself. It does kind of give baby steps like immediately, which is like sort of, yeah, okay, literally Jabrona's same. I will say this game is like way better looking than I expected it to be. And I know everyone like on the internet and even on like the MinnMax show when they were talking about this game, we're like, oh my God, it's so pretty. Like the art direction's so great. And I knew from like looking at stills of this game that the art direction was pretty, but just like the lighting work is super nice here. I don't think you can fail, so I'm not gonna worry too much. But you could fall over during this moment. But didn't know you could fall over during this moment. Oh my gosh. I don't think you can like die though, so I think we'll just like let it go. I don't know. I don't know how you didn't fall over during this. You're very top heavy. Honestly, like I feel drunk controlling this lighthouse. Yeah, how do you not fall over during this moment? You're pretty. I personally never reached a fail state. I know. I'm kind of like the thing that's intimidating about being like a self-proclaimed puzzle dumb playing Keeper is what if it's still too hard for me to play? Okay, now I feel like we're moving and grooving. Oh, I am a puzzle dumb. Yeah, can I get some like some dumbs in the chat if you're a fellow puzzle dumb? Jay, you're being Silk Song though. You gotta lock in. I'm a puzzle dumb. Thank you, Crowboy. Crowboy, wow. One of our viral community members. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces fast, and I'm homebound. La 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 la. Staring blankly ahead, making my way through the town. I'm worried I'm already like missing something. I'm like, am I cool just to keep walking? Is that the intended vibe? Or am I already like messing up? Yeah, I'm the kind of person where people were like, man, Cocoon really started cooking at the end and then like the game ended. I wanted more from it. And I said, I got the exact amount that I needed from Cocoon. Okay. Very dramatic, very intense sound design from this. Staring blankly ahead. Gotta make a little note here. Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. Let's do this one. Okay. It was interesting too, like I was looking at the list of games that are like new to GeForce Now this week to see what I wanted to pick, and I'm like, okay, I'd love something like newer, something I ideally haven't played. You know, we did a poll on Discord. Silk Song was also on the table, but it'd be a new save for me because I am playing on Switch, not PC. And I saw this and I was like, I wonder, like, is this, you know, the best pick I could have? Like, should I pick something more graphically intensive? But so many of the games I play, like, aren't graphically intensive. At least, like, typically, right? Like, I'm more on, like, the indie vibe and things like that. And while this isn't, like, I think a game you think of for fidelity, it is, like, so beautiful and really would suffer from, I think, a rougher performance, even though it's not, like, a twitchy game. So this ended up being kind of, like, I think a great, you know, use case for showing off some of the tech. Okay, RB, that's R1 because I'm using a PlayStation controller. There's just to center it. Okay. Okay, tutorialization. I see you. But yeah, man, shout out to all the Mac gamers out here, because being able to play a game that you can only play on Windows on Mac that's the future that I wanted. That is the ideal outcome. Yeah, because I remember this would have been great for me too when I was, like, in college, just playing off of a laptop. That's how I actually got into indie games. A lot of people don't know this, but I first started playing indies off the MacBook that I got for college. And then, which, you know, obviously Double Fine, not a small studio, but not an indie studio, right? They're owned by Microsoft, Xbox, but just the idea of playing new experiences that I, at the time, like, couldn't have on console or didn't have on console. I also, like, for a long time, like, before working in this industry, I did not have consoles at their launch either, right? Like, I was a later adopter to things, which I know is true for a lot of y'all as well as consumers. So yeah, just being able to have the idea of being able to easily gain additional access is just cool. Especially because at the time I was really big into, like, shopping deals on like PC gaming or, like, Steam or, like, Mac gaming, right? So I would be big into, like, Humble Bundles at the time, like buying these big collections. That's, like, how I first built my Steam library, just buying these big collections of games on sale and then having them and, like, maybe sometimes not having a way to even play them. So the idea of being able to gain, like, big chunks of your library, again, not like the entirety of it, but having those games that are available on the service and have them be accessible even if you don't have a PC is really cool. Steam bulk buy is the way to go. See, this is where I'm like, oh my god, when's the puzzle gonna come? When will there be a puzzle, and when will there be like a bird emote X? Is this him emoting? I don't know. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, it's square. I'm on a PlayStation controller. Okay, so he chirp chirp. But does that do anything? I feel like that was meant to do something, and now I'm getting scared. You guys don't understand. A puzzle dumb streaming a puzzle game. I am one of the bravest soldiers. Like, obviously. This is like a really relaxing vibe. It's been a while since I've like I said, been this locked in on a game, like having the headphones on with the game audio coming through my headphones. Also just like taking a game as the whole of its parts. Obviously everything is designed with like, you know, having an element of audio, having an element of like OST and sound design. But I know for me, I am a big put on my own music end game, especially if I'm playing something that's like meatier. Like when I've been playing Silksong, I've been just listening to my own music, chilling, exploring, doing my own thing. But a game like this, it's like so like meant to be an experiential thing that it's like, okay, let's like dig into every aspect of it and just let it kind of wash over you. I don't know where I'm gonna land on Keeper. Obviously we just got started, but to me, you know, there's a conversation to be had about this idea of games that are experiential instead of, you know, more mechanically enriching, right? Okay, so I can shine a light on this. Can I just... Oh, okay, something's happening. Almost like, you know, I just went to Disney. We talked about that on Bonus Pod. It's like there are rides that are thrill rides, and there are rides that are like meant to just be something fun and relaxing to do. Like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney is not, you know, super exciting. Okay, RT, that's this one? Yes, okay. Again, PlayStation controller. Which that's the other thing too that's kind of nice about something like GeForce Now sort of unifying these different game libraries you have into like one launcher or like space to access them in. It could allow for less switching, right? It took me a while to get the audio setup working, running through just my Mac, because normally I am like on PC, I'm on Mac, I'm dabbling between the two. To be able to have like a more unified setup is something that I think can be really exciting as well. Obviously it's specific to like content creation, but you know, it can also just like apply for maybe you're, you know, you don't have, again, a high-end gaming PC, or your game PC is getting old, and this can be like a nice holdover for you. Or it can just be a way to, you know, access things more conveniently. I was talking to other MinnMax people talking about them just playing like GeForce Now off their TV, and I'm like, literally all I want is for my PC gaming experience to feel like a console. Like, that's what I personally chase. I know it's not everyone's bag, but like it's mine, and I think, you know, I'm not alone in that feeling, right? Okay, so axis is gonna be square on here. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm locked in now. We got our bird buddy. He's helping us. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I don't have a gaming PC. Yeah, I'm like, I mean, you're definitely up there when I think of like hardcore players, right? Like locked in, gaming all the time, watching people's streams. This is Don't Bash Ash, my moderator over on my channel. Shout out to Ash, moderator and friend of the show. It's giving like buddy adventure keeper. You make my head spin round, round, like a record, baby. Okay. I mean, I just went through here, so obviously this is probably the way I need to be going. Like, to the right here, but let me just go to the left, because I don't know. There's also a little bit of, like, these, like, mushrooms. I'm guessing that's, like, trying to be, like, a little bit of a guide. Okay. I'd send the bird. The bird's... Okay. Okay, we have friends. So we have friends in high places. My PC is expensive right now because the GPU prices, luckily, they've been going down the past few months. Yeah, I mean, I was mentioning this towards the top of the stream, you know, before I had to take a little break to do some audio stuff on the tech side. And by me, I mean Isaiah, because he's my producer when I stream. Shout out to him for getting the audio to be perfect and not have that little tiny echo that we were running into. So I'm guessing you're going to be able to do this, right? Can you like break? Oh no. Okay. Like a little dash. But yeah, like my PC, like she's getting old. And I'm lucky that like, again, a lot of my games are not too intensive, but that's not true for all the games I play. Okay, hold on. Don't say anything yet. See, and this is my problem with puzzles. I get such functional fixedness. Which, if you guys aren't familiar with that term, it's like you see the way one thing could go. I don't know offhand what GPU I have. My GPU is none of my business. Where it's like you see a tool is being used for one thing and then you can't like get out of it. Yeah, I have to look it up like every time. Still definitely enough to get things done. But for certain games, it's not looking that great for me. Okay. I think the same way. And this is our downfall. Let's just check this corner. Okay. I'm forgetting the name for it offhand. Someone in chat can remind me if they remember, but this has a lot of the, what is that called? when the UI, when like the game world is cohesive, like everything is in world basically. I think it's a 2020, maybe a 2030. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yay! But yeah, this game has a lot of that. CPU is whatever was high-end like 4 to 5 years ago. Yes. Like, at the time that we got it, luxurious. Yo. Diegetic, thank you. Yes, I think you're right. What's up, Eddie? Eddie, another friend, another mod. Diegetic, thank you. Okay, out the gate, I feel like I'm gonna finish this game. Not on the stream because we're only streaming for 2 hours. Toss a little bit extra in for the tech stuff, so I'll probably push it for like a 2.5 kind of vibe. Depending on, it also depend on where we not end, but like what the stopping points are for the game. Okay. See, I'm liking this so far because you can just like sense stuff out. I'm good at just sensing stuff. It was also high-end like 4 years ago. GeForce Now will probably help me out, yeah. And again, it's free to just like try it out. There is like a free version. It is ad supported, and I think it's limited to 1 hour gameplay sessions, but like, I'm not gaming. Like, I'm either gaming for 8 hours or I'm gaming for 30 minutes. Like, there's not really a big in between for me. And I think just for testing this service, yeah, like, go ahead. I had 20 series this card before getting my 5080 this year. Okay. Number higher, tech better. Yes, this is the newest game from Double Fine. Correct. This is Keeper. We are playing via GeForce Now through having owned the game on Steam, because again, GeForce Now kind of lets you just play games that you have via streaming. So it's not about, you know, having high-end tech. You just have to have good internet connection. They have, you know, ways that you can check if your internet would work for it. What I'm really excited about with GeForce Now is to like use it outside of like me sitting in this little studio space. Because really what I did with the studio space too is I'm trying to replicate the feeling of how I play games normally, which is like I'm sitting on a couch, I'm looking at a TV. Like I don't like sitting at my monitor and gaming there. But I think, you know, Leo was touching on this when he was doing his Dying Light stream. It's like all of us are kind of locked in on like our launcher of choice for like pretty much all of us at Steam. There's other, you know, launchers that you might be favoring, whether it's game specific or you like the things that they provide, like, you know, Epic Games is like free games, so they like dole out things like that. And but there's also like times that you're, you know, maybe hand is either forced or you decide to take advantage of like different services. Like I know Ubisoft has like subscription models, stuff like that, but then you end up split across all these devices. I think we've all felt that pull. Right? I can send my buddy there. Of being like, oh, I'm on here, and you know, that's even true outside of games, right? Okay, aim and focus the light. So this is obviously telling me that I need to do something to solve this puzzle. Is this what I need to do? I like that for puzzles, okay? Look. People aren't making enough puzzle games for dumb people. I always say this. That's why my Mac user, exactly, yeah. Isaiah Samsey is. Shout out to Isaiah, the producer of this stream. Okay, this is like God or Dad or somebody here. I don't know. This is me going backwards. Yes, let's go forwards. Right? Do I go this way? Great. And you will love this one because it helps out. Yes, like sometimes you just want to like, here's the thing. And I'm not saying this means, oh, Keeper is the greatest game ever or whatever. You know, I gotta finish it and play more of it. It's very pleasing because it is frictionless. Like, I definitely think friction has its place in games, but like, I think it's a little silly sometimes to me that we talk about, like, you know, easy listening, like shows you can binge, like movies you can play while doing other stuff. And obviously, like, games are specific that, like, you can't, well, actually, you can play a game and do other stuff because you might be watching a movie, right? Like, that's the form of, like, the multitasking. But it's, like, just, like, something you can do and you can get it done and you can feel like, yeah, I did something. Like, sometimes I just want to walk through something. And I think there's, you know, ways where that can be boring too, right? Like, I don't think it's like just because you make a game that's easy and simple to play, the game's automatically good. But so far what this game has, which it needs to have because that's like part of what's going to make these kinds of games interesting, is it has good vibes. Nice little music, nice little sound design. Good animation work. It's like, yeah, stuff's just we're flowing. We're rolling through things. Look, I got an achievement, I guess. Sure. Do I know what it means? No. Do I care what it means? Also, kind of no. I'm just here and I'm hanging out and things are happening. And what's kind of fun about like the structure of environmental puzzles is that it's just like kind of like you pull on levers and like things happen. Which, again, that's not like the highest, you know, level of gameplay, but it is also like some of the most naturalistic gameplay you can have. Like, one of the first things that I think most of us do in a game is you mash all the buttons and you see what happens. And I think the like lighthouse functionality is really fun for this, where it's like, hey, you're a lighthouse. One of your big things is using your little light and looking around. So you're kind of just naturally doing that as you walk. But the achievements in the game serve a purpose. Yeah, I'm guessing it's like a larger, almost like completionist, like doing something within the world kind of thing. That'd be my guess. They reveal the story. Oh, cute. I will say, don't get mad, guys. I'm a fake Double Fine fan. I haven't finished like Odyssey yet. But I have been watching it, and I have been really enjoying it. I'm a big documentary fan. It's actually something I feel like a lot of you guys might not know about me because it doesn't come up a lot for the podcast, despite us like constantly like having these documentary games that make the 210s every year. But I love a documentary. I watch a lot of documentaries, and obviously Ben and I think Jacob and Kelsey maybe a couple people have hyped up the Double Fine documentary. I think watching it will help you appreciate this game. Yeah, no, I can totally see that because like something I've really been, I mean, every studio, right, is like working on trying to make the best games they can. You know, developers are highly creative, highly driven, passionate people about their work. Like, I don't want to pretend that's specific to Double Fine, but like really seeing their process and like the thoughtfulness has been something that's like felt really enriching as someone that likes games and is now playing like a Double Fine game right now. For me, the documentary was quite kind of slow, a little run-of-the-mill, like not really. I think the struggle of the first, who knows how many episodes of the documentary, is I feel like the stories weren't quite there. Like, I wanted a narrative through line. Like, I think a good documentary needs narrative through line. And because the documentary is so long, I think it was sort of struggling to find narrative through lines at the beginning. But for me, when the documentary really picked up, and I'm like not too far from this point, was when they did their game jam. When they did their game jam, the way I was locked in, folding laundry, just standing there being like, I'm not even folding the laundry anymore because I'm so invested in everything happening. Like, I think that was just like such a standout moment. As well as the narrative through line they've had of the developer who joined the team, who's like a newer developer, and I think it was like his first platformer that he's working on. Like, that's been really fun to see as well. So once they started to form, like, what are the narrative arcs that we're looking for? Obviously, documentaries are based on real people, but real people also function as characters in a documentary. And I think them kind of bringing out those characters was where I'm like, okay, now I'm getting like, people need to be watching this. But obviously, it's very long, so it definitely, like, you kind of have to be a documentary sicko to want to watch something that long, I think. But I am that, so that works for me. Yeah, I have to get back to it. It's been a while. It's been a while since I get really distracted. It's the idea of a person who is doing the documentary versus what they choose. I get really distracted by the idea of the person who is doing the documentary versus what they are choosing to include in the show. Yeah. Yeah, like it's, I mean, you put the camera on people for long enough, you get a lot of stuff. Okay, we're shaking it. Cute. Maybe just a big part of my game taste that I haven't fully like latched onto. Also, is it just me or is this environment giving like clear obscure a little bit? Like the overworld, it'd be like if the overworld, if we zoomed out on this, I feel like it would look like the clear obscure overworld map. Anyone else? Let me see, can I do something with these guys? Can I like, okay, I didn't want to hurt them, but I was curious if I could, you know? New friend-shaped friend? Those guys are just minding their own business. I know, but like... Wait. Could we do like a... No, okay. Also, is anyone else so used to rotating cameras that you like instinctively start rotating? Because this is, I should point out, this is a like presumably fixed camera game, right? I haven't played all of it. People can talk about that in the chat. If I know a lot of people have beaten this game already, but the right analog stick is just me rotating this. Yeah, right? Like it's, I'm just making sure it's always a fixed camera. Like maybe that changes, you know, later in the game or something. Okay, but then obviously I have to do something here. Okay, don't worry, I just got stuck. Give me a second. I'm stuck on the geometry. Give me a second. Okay, we're good. Okay, cool. So the good thing about that is I think how badly can I mess it up? You know what I mean? We're about to find out, maybe. Can I run through this? No, I can't. Okay. Okay, wait. Boom. There we go. Yeah, it feels like pleasingly fixed. I mean, I think the fact that you guys were surprised by hearing that it's a fixed camera is a positive, because it looks like I would be controlling it. Which also, I will say on that note, could be a good game for like people newer to gaming, because I know camera rotation is like a really hard part of games for people that haven't played them before. Do I like, okay. I think something that's kind of nice about this too is like the absurdity of things. It's like stuff's just kind of flowing into each other. But something I was saying earlier is that are really tough for my hubby. Yeah, this is, I mean, this does use the second stick, but this is all the second stick is used for, which I think it feels more natural than like camera rotation again for people that don't play games as often. Wait, but should I go the other side first? Let's do that first. Not a euphemism, by the way, no. Important distinction. This is me, like, spamming, what would it be? It's X on PlayStation. Whatever the bottom button is on Xbox. A? No, I don't know, I don't remember. Don't at me, we all sense it. You can use a button, not sure which way. Yes, it's R1 or RB. We'll snap it into place. Let me double check this side. One thing I do not hate on a like change the design perspective, but like that like drives me up the wall, is never knowing what's the critical path and then going down like maybe the wrong one. Okay. Or maybe they're gonna make me go through both anyway, and this was not a decision I had to make. Okay. Okay, that's kind of already been done. So maybe the other side. Shine a light on the other guy. Oh yeah, but something I was I keep getting at this but never finishing my thought. Something I was getting at earlier was the fact that the bottom button is B, right? Or something? I don't know, right? I think this is just the style of game that I tend to like because I really want to go back to finish it. Let me actually mark. This is like so off topic. Let me mark that I'm playing it. Lego Voyagers is a game I started playing that I really want to get back to because I had a lot of fun playing that for kind of similar reasons. It's like, it's a game where you just kind of glide through the game. And I enjoy that a lot in games, I found. Yeah, marking on backlogged, yeah, as a game I'm playing. Yep, you already know. Okay. Yeah, so I did need to go through both of these, I think. This was just the first. This is my guess here. I've been looking backlogged a lot. Yeah, random plug. Feel free to follow me on backlogged. I believe anyone can. I don't think I have a privacy set or something. I'm just game honest on there. I think Leo's on backlogged as well. Someone tell me if I'm making that up. Oh, yes, and I'm putting these in his eye. Great, yeah. Totally. Totally. Yeah, Haley. Yeah, Haley's on there too. Okay. Making my way downtown. Follow all three of y'all. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna find the next one. I think the only thing that can like work against this game or like a potential like problem or limitation I'm seeing is if all the puzzles are the same. While I don't think they need to be that engrossing because it's kind of just like a chill vibes game. I do wonder if it's like, it's always send this thing and shake this thing. Like I could see that getting a little bit like less visually pleasing, less like mechanically satisfying. That's so fun. Like I like doing this right now, but we're also like still towards the beginning, you know what I mean? Yeah. They changed mechanics around enough so it won't bore you. Great. Honestly, it's a cursed statement, but I kind of like wish this was in VR. Like I wouldn't be playing it in VR, so I shouldn't be allowed to wish that, but like I think just think the environmental design's so nice. It reminds me of Moss a bit, you know? I just see Hunter too. Three stars, general backlogged. Oh, for this? No, this actually like probably would be what I rate it, where it's like, oh, this is like, well, I guess you know what's interesting though, which is something I'm like, should I check my own bias at the door? Because I'm like, oh yeah, this game's good, like, you know, it feels good. Maybe I wouldn't rate this as great, right? But like, what's stopping me from? Like, does a game need to have complexity in order to be like on a more critically acclaimed end? It's like if the game is going for like a nice, relaxing, somewhat frictionless experience through like an engrossing environment, like did it not achieve that, you know? So yeah, I'll have to think about that. And while I'm thinking about that, feel free to use the link that Nightbot's been putting in the chat. clicking out to learn about GeForce Now. I know some people mentioned they're curious about GeForce Now. That would be the link to use, right? Let it be known that we put it on your radar, and then we can keep getting cool opportunities, and it's a win-win. I think too, you know, a lot of you guys are just like very tuned in, obviously, to like the gaming world. You like watch the podcasts, you watch the streams. Even if you're like, you know what, I don't think I'm looking to like get into anything right now. Like, I'm good. I don't even want to try because I don't want to whatever, you know, totally valid. Maybe, you know, click it, check it out, just see what's up, learn more about it. It's nice to like be knowledgeable on like what the service space looks like in games and just like know what's going on. Knowledge is power, right? So yeah, get to know what's there. And like something else that's like been kind of cool about GeForce Now, like I was looking into it before this stream to see what I want to play, and I'm like, okay, well, like I want to favor, you know, something a little bit newer, something I haven't played before. Like I think that'd be more fun to like do together. But at the same time, I was like, are some of my faves playable on here? And y'all already know what game I looked up. Slay the Spire, y'all. And yes, I can play that through GeForce Now. And that's a game that like, I think it probably originated from somebody else. But Rob Zachney over on Remap was like, someone once told me that there's like a game that you install on every device and it's Slay the Spire. Or like, what's your game you install on every device? And my answer is Slay the Spire. And I do feel like that's kind of the vibe, right? So I do think it can be fun for those like lifer games of like, I kind of want it on everything. Because I started playing, and I played most of my, let me drink a little bit of water real quick. I spent most of my Slay the Spire time on Nintendo Switch 2, but then like I was out and about, and I'm like, let me get this on my phone also. So PC is the only place I haven't gotten it yet, and it kind of feels like that would be a great spot because it's like, cool, I can do that, I can access it through GeForce Now and just have all this flexibility. I've been using backlog for this because I get to year and forget what I played. Yeah, exactly. I think too, just to, you know, obviously we're always limited in time and we're limited in money, right? Maybe you're like, you know, I'm kind of set on my gaming needs, right? Like, but you have friends or family that want to get you something. They know you play games. They want to try to like give you a gaming thing. Maybe GeForce Now subscription could be the move for that, where it's like not necessarily new games, other than like they have like some free to play games options, and like this month they're promoting like Arc Raiders available like through Ultimate. But maybe it's that, like that's a big thing that I use gifts for, where it's like something I'd like to have but don't necessarily want to pay for, and that can be like a good little convenient thing to put down, you know? I don't relate to not knowing what to put on a gift list. I want a million things all the time, but if you're like, I'm kind of set, okay, cool, what's something that, you know, maybe like optional like luxury that you wouldn't want to get on your own, but like can be a fun thing that other people get you. Last time yeah, I see that now, the little lore part. I'll have to look back on reading that in full when I'm not streaming and can more easily like tab around without fear of swapping an audio tab or something. This game also kind of reminds me a bit of like Jusant. A little bit, like I think just like the way you go into caves in this game. Did a bad job at updating it. Yeah, backlogged. I also kind of fell off on like updating my backlogs. It's the kind of thing where like part of me wants to like set up shortcuts in like what do they call those? The things where you can like tap it and a thing happens. They're like little like tokens you can put. It's not like QR codes. It's something else. It's with an N. But like set up things where it's like I can just like tap something and access it. IFTT, something like NFC, yes. I was like, it's not NFT. What is it called? Yeah, NFCs. Of GeForce Now, exactly. Nice way to give the same story without distraction, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Arc Raiders is the one that I had mentioned. We actually just streamed that right before this, so you can watch Leo, Jeffum, and Jacob play that on our archived VODs. I worry I went this way already. So I am scared of that. Yeah, logging what games I play is too much for me these days, or start or finish. I know. There's like a million things that I get like kind of lazy with, and then they all pile up, and I'm like, what if I did them all today? They made some new streamer friends that they rated after the stream. Fun. That's cute. I love a game that will just be like, hey, here are the buttons in case you forgot them, because I'm constantly forgetting. If I'm not doing a moveset often enough, I'm not going to remember what the moveset was. Is this good? I feel like if I was going the wrong way, they would have told me earlier than this. Like, I have to hold on to that as a feeling, right? Sorry, just double checking some stuff. Cool, I'm good, I'm good. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound, la 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 la. Staring blankly ahead. Okay, wait. Ah, and I have my guy do stuff. Okay, no one laugh. No one laugh. We're gonna do a puzzle. No one laugh. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to connect all of these. How long are you gonna stream? You think you gotta finish the game? I will not finish the game. I'm gonna stream for a little bit over 2 hours on runtime because we had a like a pause start because I started things up, did my little spiel, and then we had some audio casting issues. Maybe I have to just keep spinning it for a second. I don't know. So I thought I was gonna have to spin each of these individually, which maybe I do. The game's about 4 hours, so I won't quite be deep enough to finish it. Okay, obviously this isn't the answer. If you're not playing this in HDR, you're doing it a service. It's strangely one of the best HDR games made. I fear I might be doing it a slight disservice. There's a hidden way they're supposed to angle and point. Okay. Didn't I just come from here? Or did I not? Did I come from here? I came from here, right? Maybe this, like, maybe there's answers in here? But even without that, this is, like... The lighting's really good already. Like, will you tell me? Wait. Okay, and then this is... Okay, hold on. Let's see. I like am so instinctively moving the camera and it doesn't do anything. Oh, it's so weird not to have camera control, but again, they pull it off pretty well. Okay. But what is this changing? We don't know yet. We're just popping a little bit of news. Oh wait, I got something. There you got Tansinator. Yeah, you get another crank. Oh! Okay, yeah, and then I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna use that crank. Yeah, I think the thing with like certain lighting settings though too is they hit different for me, like watching this off a TV with like studio lighting in here. What was there more I had to do in there? No, because I probably have to go down the other way, right? Or not? No, yes, this way. Let's try this way. Let's go this way. This lighthouse is just like me for real. Okay, it's giving like children's museum, right? I just want to just come back for the back halves. Honestly, like that's the plan. Like, no joke, I wouldn't balls flag that if I wasn't, you know, enjoying it. But it's that perfect, like short enough, right? Yeah, boom, another crank. We have too many cranks. We don't know what to do with all these cranks. Yeah, it's short enough and it's like really chill. So it's like, okay, cool. What I really need to do is stop messing around and finish that Act 2 of Silk Song, and then I think I'll start to bring more games into the fold for like my main gaming time at night. Okay, and then we'll figure out like which way we have to like turn them all and stuff. Because I don't think we know that piece yet. So I'll just kind of like... But we'll figure that part out. I don't know if I want to keep playing in Act 3. There's some... I don't know if you're in the MinnMax Discord, Ash. But there's been some fun conversations on that there. I hear there's really good stuff in Act 3. I think follow the arrows for this puzzle. The arrows. Wait, what? Sorry, I thought something had changed here, but... On the icons, like here? Like, is it like the yellow part points to the... But then this part isn't, like, accessible anymore. Is it because there's only one that's messed up? Because it's like these point to, like, this part, yeah? So wouldn't this top one need to point to the other part? But then, like... It only latches onto this one. Is this the only wrong one? Wait, hold on, wait. I'm playing Act 3, reaching my limit. You could just rotate it until it stops. Really? No, I think it goes like the whole way around. I would guess that it would be this, but then, like, why wouldn't this one be wrong then? Like, it feels like the other ones are correct, and this is the only wrong one. That's what I thought, but it won't let me move the top one. Is it, like, maybe I have to, like... Wait, can I go from handle to handle? Yes. Okay, yeah, you just switch with the... Hello, the UI told me this. Staring blankly ahead, making my way. Yeah, okay, yeah, they just point there. That's not too bad. Yeah, I literally just saw that after the fact, like, chat delay. Okay, yay! And then it says keeper here, and you're like, so what I did meant nothing to you. Yeah, Puzzle Master. No! My friend. Staring blankly ahead and making my way to the mountain. I was just learning to love. You might be 1/3 through Act 1 now. How many acts are there? Why are all these games divided into acts? The classic separation. People love having 3 acts. I hope this isn't like Stray, where you never see your friend again. I know. I'm so sad. The eyeball blinks faster when you align it. Okay. Look, he's sad. Oh my god, and my light is like broken. He lost his sparkle. All around me are familiar faces. And I find it kinda funny. I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. When you're here before. Okay. Couldn't look you in the eye. Just like an angel. Skin makes me cry. Alright, I'll stop now, but I have an endless supply of sad songs I could sing over this game if y'all want. This song sure is being sung right now. Ew! Now this is like Stray. Ah! See, now that literally is Stray, though. Okay, composer. Dun, dun, dun. This is one of those games where like, the input is like pretty minimal and yet I'm like clutching the controller for no reason. Find it sorry, the songs are in my head now. Kinda sad. The way I have no control over the analog stick, it's just like swirling around. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Big year for spider-adjacent game characters, right? I mean, I guess Hornet is a spider. She's not just spider-adjacent, but spiders are really having their moment this year, is what I'm trying to say. Fun. No, my light's still broken. There's something about going up these like swirly staircases that just feels exciting to me. This is literally 8 times the width of the staircase that me and Anna went up when we went up the church in Cologne. Oh, focus light. Ooh, okay. This game also kind of reminds me a little bit of like Concrete Genie. Did you all play Concrete Genie? Admittedly, I did not finish Concrete Genie, which that was my B. I really liked Concrete Genie. This scene looks like fresh air feels and smells. The band's back together. Yay. Okay. Can I go over here and interact with this thing real quick? Well, I kind of feel like I should check the other area, though, first. See what's going on over here. See what's happening over yonder. Okay, probably need, like, a key or something. Okay. Ew. Okay, let's go back the other way. I don't think this is a game where I need to be as obsessive about the idea of like critical path versus not. You can kind of just go where you need to go. No, don't be obsessive. Keep going. This is me to me. Nice. Okay. It's kind of unsettling, but okay. Name a more iconic duo than this lighthouse and the bird. See if you can go down that little area. Oh, I wanted to like run over the carrots. What a like pleasing little aesthetic they have here. Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, I never liked Ren and Stimpy. They were too like body for me. Cat Dog, I vibed with Cat Dog. I could rock with Cat Dog. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy, Ed, Edd n Eddy, it was doing too much for me. I was never fit. Giant Bravo. All a little too bro-y for my liking. Okay. We're once again being asked to turn these dials. Okay. Oh. Is it just I have to like keep holding it? And these might just be a like do it the whole way kind of situation. We'll find out after this, I guess, and see if that's the case. Yay! It is done. La 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 la. He doesn't move fast enough to really. Okay, there we go. Get a little dancey dance going. Okay. Of Rocco and Kiefer? Heifer? What's his person's name? Rocco's Modern Life. I don't remember anything from Rocco's Modern Life except for it going Rocco's Modern Life. Okay, love some little sections to explore. Can we just like whoop? No. Can I? Yeah. Ooh, unsettling. I don't know if I like that. Oh, but he's like see-through now. Wait, I'm trying to wind, but it's not winding. Am I like losing my mind? Wait, what? Yeah, what? Maybe the other way? Maybe slower? That's so weird. Okay, am I forgetting something? There's like 3 buttons in this game. Oh. Do I need to like put the light on here? Or, oh no, that, wait. Yeah! Okay. We solved something. We solved something. We solved something. We solved something. We did it. Let's keep going. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay, hold on. There's a little something here. Okay. Dun 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 dun. So it gives him like his corporeal form. Right. I get it now. Again, now, speaking of now, we're out here playing this via GeForce now, in case you missed it. So feel free to click the link in the chat that Nightbot has posted if you're interested in learning more. But I own this game via Steam, but I'm playing it via GeForce Now, and I'm actually playing off of my Mac, even though this is a game that's only available on Windows PC, which is a really cool use of the system, and it's very practical for me in my life. Because it would mean that I could do everything through one setup and not have to turn on my PC. Normally I stream off my PC and I game off my Mac. Okay, so we did that part, but I fear I forgot to cross over. Can I go over through any other way? Can I walk just through this way? No, I think, let me look back at what happened. Because was the ground filled in before? Because if so, it's like gotta be like an ordered thing. But I gotta be honest, I didn't look. I was too focused on lighting up the moon. Yeah, okay. Then can I reach it from here though is the thing? Like, is there like a hole I can look through? Wait, or is it wait, hold on. There's really only like two things happening at once, but I'm like, wait, let's slow it down for a second. I think it's just like you get this open, then you run across. I thought it was going to be like an order situation. Right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, again, that's where like the functional fixedness comes in, where I'm like, oh, this puzzle is going to be something I solve by crossing, then using the light. It's like, actually, it's the opposite. And because that like defied my expectations, it took me longer to realize how to solve it. This is the life that I'm plagued with. What's going on here? So we have this. What does this do, though? Okay, this is going to be a lot to look at because it's quite dark. Okay, let's see. Oh. Wait. Maybe I can get on it on the other side, though? Yeah, because, okay. I thought I would have to ride it. Okay. And I really like stuff like this, where you're sort of like manipulating an environment off different like times or eras or statuses. Sometimes, so like as I've mentioned before, like Isaiah does, he's a software engineer, and there's this playlist on Apple Music to listen to that's just called Coding, and it's very like background music core. In the song they have for like these puzzles in particular, it's giving like that coding playlist where it's like, let my mind be free to think for a second. Okay. Okay. Collecting our little items. Oops, sorry, I got stuck. My little leg got stuck. Okay, wait, this has to be like a... Wait. Well, can I go this way? I guess, do I just go back this way? And then just... That's cute. It's like same thing, different context. If you just change the context just enough, it's like, oh, now it's exciting again. Let me re-promo the stream too. Real quick. Okay, I have egg. And then let me repost my own repost. Let's see. And what do we have for time? Yeah, like easy another 30 plus minutes. Do 30 minutes or so. Come by and ask me about Keeper and or GeForce Now. Cool. Cool. Okay. Walk by here. I'm not gonna press this yet. I want to think a little bit about what's going on before I do it. I mean, I think, yeah, right? Like, just... That's so cute. Wait, can we just, like, watch him for a second? Is that an option? No, come back! Come back! No. Okay, into the sun hole. That's what I thought. I was like, this is not just like, yep. He's working so hard. Okay, I'll semi-look around. But again, since it has a fixed camera, it also kind of just is like, you can't really like get focused on the wrong things because it does the focus for you. I'm like, can this thing hurt me? Okay. Oh, is this like broken or something? Oh, no. Okay. Why can I never know, like, which way to turn things? I mean, I would think that you'd have to just... Maybe it has to be at the bottom. Oh, yeah, because I guess, like, it... Maybe, like, yeah, okay. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Do-do-do-do. I don't know, sun goes to sun? Like, I'm not really... haven't really fully thought about any of this. Actually, they probably have to go, like, in a certain order or something, but... that was my first thought. Or is it, like, supposed to be, like, sunrise, sun, moon? But that's my second thought. Is that too cute? Let me try that, just because it feels right to me. If it's not right, it's gonna be not like a wildly long process to fix it, but oops, sorry. Hit the D-pad instead. No, the other one. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, move this over here. If this isn't right, I'm gonna be like, oh, this should have been right, though. Unless it's supposed to be a sunset. Is it meant to denote a sunset? It's glowing, so that means it's correct, right? Like, does the glowing mean it's correct? Or is it just, do they always have the middle one glow? I guess I haven't looked. Yeah, maybe it's a sunset, not a sunrise. Let's see what happens with that then. I don't know. And then I'm so, like, obsessed with the different options. I'm like, or is it like in the morning it's really dark, so it's like the moon? I don't know. None of these quite. I feel like my answer made more sense than this. Is that right? No, it's not right. This is not right. Is there something in here that's going to tell me what it is? Was the sun in the middle right? No, I had it right? Oh, it's weird. The door didn't, like, move. Am I just supposed to walk through it or shine a thing on it? Sunrise, sun. Okay, so then what? Like, I expected something to happen from that. Whoop. Right? Like... Is it just that, like, maybe they're not, like, all the way in place? Oh! I didn't move them all the way down. That's why it was not taking it. They weren't, like, pushed down far enough. Okay, that felt a little silly to me, but... I guess I can live with that. They weren't wrong for that, but I do resent them for it a little bit. Just a little bit. Can't imagine how nerve-wracking you saw those puzzles on live stream. The music drove me a bit mad when I played. It's funny, I don't know if you just got here, I was mentioning I like the music, because this is going to sound a little insulting, but it gives, like, background coding music. And I'll listen to that a lot when I work. So, no, honestly, the big blessing of playing a puzzle game on stream is like, well, we started it, so like, presumably it gets harder as it goes on. We've done the easiest parts together, and that helps a lot, but it is a fairly chill puzzle game as far as puzzle games go, so that's going to take us a long way. Oops, sorry, I keep like moving. That's going to be what saves us. And what I like about it in terms of its like design is it doesn't really feel like you can like miss something and have to go back, which like that's not unique to Keeper. Like even like quite challenging puzzle games like what's the Talos Principle 2 has some of those elements. Did not play a lot of the Talos Principle. I don't think you guys can figure out why. And then do I just go back? Oh yeah, because I have the thing. Duh. Yeah, I have the thing I need. The little dial thing. Which honestly, it wasn't even that Talos Principle 2 got too hard for me. I just didn't really play much of it. I started it and was like, okay, cool. That would be one worth going back, I think, for me. Can't. Oh wait, yeah. Okay, yeah, no, I'd read that. Whoa, okay. Sometimes I can't angle this, and I don't know why. Hello, there we go. Yay. Reminder that we're out here playing Keeper via GeForce Now, which lets you stream games you own. You also have access to some free games, and sometimes they have games provided through the service on occasion, like Arc Raiders just became free with the Ultimate membership, right? So that's cool. But yeah, I have this on Steam, but I'm playing it on my MacBook, which is crazy. Well, not my MacBook, my Mac computer that I run my work stuff off of. I should be able to just to like put this in here, yes? Do I have to just go like, hello? Where's the safety deposit button on this guy? I have your little item. I have your son if you want it. Oh, right. That's why. That's what I thought. Dun, dun, dun. Cool. I played GeForce Now beta back in the day. It felt like a miracle to play Final Fantasy 15. I always have something like 10, 5 on my laptop with it. Hell yeah. I mean, it genuinely does just kind of work, right? I think the thing that I like about it is not having to... The thing I don't like about PC gaming is I don't like dealing with settings. I don't like worrying about tech specs. I don't like being at my computer to game. Even with my current setup, when I'm, not playing on GeForce Now and I'm just like playing like off of Steam or Epic or whatever launcher I'm using. Like I have this setup of like streaming on my Mac but gaming on my PC because I want, the freedom to like cast from like Apple to like, I have Apple TV set up in the studio. So like the TV I'm playing off of, it's like cast. I'll put up a picture of it maybe online so you guys can see what the vibes are. But we set up the studio this way because I want to replicate the feeling of gaming on the sofa, which is how I game regularly. And yeah, just sort of the ease of use, then not having to worry about like, with my PC getting older, how will it run certain games? I personally will always take performance over like fidelity, especially when I'm streaming and there's like so many things happening from like a tech standpoint. It can be a point of concern and stress for me. And so having something like GeForce Now where it's like, cool, this is just gonna go. Though the solution's not gonna go unless I solve it. Let me try to shine my light on this thingy over here. The sun. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I don't have to worry about, like, the tech specs of stuff. Because it's just, like, it runs, so it works. I'm like, cool, great. One less thing to think about. Speaking of thinking, can we think through this puzzle? Can I shine my light on this thing? Oh, no, this is something. Okay. Let's work on this. Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to check out what this could mean for like my my non-stream setup as well, because I like to, again, just game from my sofa. I know some of the other cohorts have mentioned, like, it might have been Justin specifically mentioning like just playing GeForce Now on his TV, and I'm like, that sounds awesome. All I want is to play my PC games on my TV, because if I could, I'd have everything just on a console. Like, I love consoles, but the idea of having a little bit more flexibility seems even better, so shout out to that. Okay, so I'm guessing we just go this way. Again, you don't have to really like think that much in this game. Just like follow the paths, solve puzzle, follow path, solve puzzle, profit. But wait, I was led astray. I just came from there, so it can't be coming back here. Something with this thing, perhaps? What's going on with this? Wait. This maybe the bridge or something that I needed? Or something or other? Yeah! I know I need to get better about, like, mentally making a note of, like, okay, in this version of the world, it's like this. In this version of the world, it's like that. Cool. Cool. I also really like that construction for both like puzzles and also like platformers and just exploration in general. It's something that like I didn't end up playing the full through the full build of Chronos, though I previewed it and talked about it a bit on the MinnMax show, and I know Jacob and then Kyle also talked about the game. Maybe other people talked about it and I missed those episodes, but just the manipulating environment and it like slightly changes. It's just like I am just a sucker for it. I just like it. It can be like the simplest thing you're doing and I'm like, yep, that's fun to me. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, but the things. Okay, wait. I'm gonna figure this out, baby. Don't you worry. I just got a few days ago. It's so lovely. Really liking it so far, honestly. I was a little bit like curious about where I was gonna land on it because I know on the podcast there was a little bit of that conversation of like it's a bit simplistic. Like I don't really know. But I was cautiously optimistic because I know I love a good, simple puzzle time. And yeah, it's been really enjoyable. It's got a great art direction, really nice sound design, chill OST. And I'm thinking just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not too much though. I don't wanna do too much. And again, I'm kind of laying it on thick. Self-proclaimed puzzle dumb. Speaking here. There are harder puzzle games I've played, than Keeper and enjoy than Keeper. And puzzle games are something that I'm constantly coming back to, but I think let me just look at what's really happening here and try to take that in. To me, the like chill no-brainer puzzle game is a little bit of like an unsung hero. I do wonder if like you're really skilled at puzzle games, which I'd love to hear from y'all in the chat. Like if you feel like you're a puzzle sicko, do you genuinely feel kind of bored by this? Because for me, I don't personally need to be challenged at the thing I'm good at to feel like it's a good experience. And to give it more context, like I love platformers, love Celeste, love Super Meat Boy, Down. That's part of why I really love Silk Song is the platforming. But I play a lot of platformers where it's just like the platforming is a way to engage with like the experience of the world, like, a more chill platformer. And I like those too. And I think they can still be like really fun. And to me, like, that's kind of where, like, this kind of environmental puzzle games falls into, where just by the fact that I have not solved this thing I'm looking at right now, because, again, a little bit of a puzzle dumb, a puzzle baby, if you will, it's, like, not about needing, to have that, like, a certain level of challenge every time. It's, like, just having a little experience feels good. This is with puzzle games. Okay, so let's see what's going on here, because I'm obviously missing something each time. The more lateral thinking, the better. The enjoyment of this game wasn't really the puzzles, but yeah, it's just like You're going through the motions, but the motions are enjoyable to go through, is what I feel like this game has. But speaking of motions, let me not be stuck. So what am I missing here? I'm missing something each time. I don't think it's going to be back here. I don't think this is the kind of game where you're like going backwards to figure things out. So these branches get like broken down when I do this thing. Can I not just go, can I go through this door perhaps? And have that just be a thing? No, I'm hearing something on the back right corner. Okay. But to what end? To what end? Okay, this is where my functional fixedness comes in, but we're not gonna let that define us. Because I'm doing the same thing over and over again. The results are not different. What am I missing here? Is it something? Yeah, Cocoon was a big fan of Cocoon. Can I just go through this door and I'm being silly? No. Is it because of this thing? I can get rid of this thing. What am I missing? I'm missing something each time I walk through here. Yeah, and then you're like me and you're like low-key challenged by this very unchallenging game. What am I missing? I went through here. Okay. It's not a go back. I don't think I'm going backwards and doing something. It's just not that kind of game, I don't think. Can I do this? This seems like it's gonna literally cut me in half. Oh! Oh! Okay. But can I like latch onto it? I can't yet. Maybe if I do this, it'll like change it to something I can latch onto. Yes. Okay, yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Just checking on things. Cool, everything's good, everything's good. Oh, and then like a thing here, right? But then I have to like change it, I guess, for... And then let me also just check Slack. Make sure everyone's slacking. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ba-da-dum dum dum. Okay, cool. No, this is old. I was like, did I get a message about something? No, it was like from before. Wait. Oh yes, 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 yes. There we go. We did it. We did it. Yes. Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Who are you gonna call? I honestly haven't had a lot of time to get into the Halloween spirit. I know that sounds like a little bit of a bummer. Let me know in the chat how you've been getting into the Halloween spirit. But like I've done some fun Halloween things. I love Halloween. Like I have my Silk Song costume that I wore on the podcast that went up today. I'm doing another Silk Song thing with Remap tomorrow. And I'm going to a Halloween party. But it's just, I think because we had the wedding this month, like I haven't had time to just like sit and like enjoy the season, you know, as much. Oddly enough, we've been watching a lot of Fast and Furious movies in my apartment. It leaves Netflix at the end of the month, so we like watched like the first 3. I've seen the first 3. I haven't gone past that ever, so we're gonna see how good or bad do these movies get. Follow me on Letterboxd if you're interested. We also did a new show plus with Jacob trying to get Ben into Letterboxd, so we got some fun things on there. What's chill about this puzzle game is if you can interact with it, you probably like should be. Is he okay? Is he dead? Oh no, he put the egg there. Okay. I feel like the doors are gonna like smash the lighthouse in half at some point. I mean, when you can interact with something, interact with it. Oh, that's so weird. I don't like that. That was so strange. Yeah, have you done your top 4 movies? I have. I might edit it because one of my top 4 movies is 40th version, which I don't think that's the top 4 for me, though I do really like it. And I saw it a good amount. I think I'll probably put... No, I already have one of the Ocean's movies in there. Yeah, it's that 4th slot that I'm like, I think I might change that one. Let me try to see what I have in there right now. 3 are very much luck. I have Goodfellas. I've considered maybe like putting maybe a Dark Knight or something in there instead. Hold on. I have paused ad blocker on backlog, not backlogged, on Letterboxd. Please, Letterboxd. Please. Yeah, like what's my top 4? My top 4 is Ocean's 11, Goodfellas, Before Sunrise, and 40-year-old version. I think I'm going to change 40-year-old for something else. I have Game Night, Ghost World, Galaxy Quest, and Rosemary's Baby. I don't know if I've seen any of those movies, oddly enough. I haven't watched, like, I'm so behind on, like, so many, like, classic movies. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. We're doing it. I was just watching Game Night and was like, oh my god. It was hilarious, and I'm like, that's what I've been saying. Yeah, I'll have to give it a look. Unrelated to anything, guys, I was so tired last night. Like, I had just done so much work. It like completely drained me in a weird way, where I fell asleep on my sofa at like 7 o'clock. And then I was like, no, I can't sleep now. It's like way too early. And I stayed up. I went to bed at like, oops, I blocked myself out. I was too eager of a beaver. I went to bed at like 11, maybe 11:30, and I slept until like 9:30. And I think I could have slept for like 5 more hours or something. I was exhausted. Sometimes you just need that little bit of extra rest. And for me to be in a privileged position where I can actually like sleep a little extra if I need to, for the most part. On Wednesdays, I have a really early day with remap at like 7 a.m. But generally speaking, use flexibility wherever you can get it, you know? Oh, I'm being X is square here. He's learning to love. I figured maybe we couldn't like... Oh, we can do this. I thought we might need to get rid of his like thing. It's like a little poison piece. I'm allergic to knowing how to turn anything. Twitchy little ferret, sorry. Little ferret says, well, I've only just seen that GeForce now has a native client on the Steam Deck now. Counterproductive, you already own the game on Steam, but I've played games from the GOG or Epic via Steam Deck by making it load as a game on a browser as a game. Yeah, it's one of those things where like once you start looking at the use cases, it can be really handy. Or even just like if you want to save the memory, right? You don't want to have to download it onto your Steam Deck. That could be another option as well. Like I am playing this through my Steam library, but I didn't download the game on Steam, you know? Which I know Leo mentioned that as a use case as well, like those larger file games that you like kind of want to always have access to, but don't want to have installed all the time. We did it. Dun, 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 dun. Also, streaming the game makes the battery last longer than playing it natively. Oh, cool! I didn't know that. Thank you for the share, the little anecdotal share. But yeah, if you're interested in checking out GeForce Now, which does have like a free option as well, just to have you get to know the service a bit, click the link that Nightbot's been doling out. Let them know we sent you. Okay, now here's a question, y'all. Is, like, this the best stopping point, or should I go a little further? Because I don't mind doing an extra, like, 5-10 minutes, but I'm like, should I, like, go further to, like, the next town, kind of, or next area? Or would that be more confusing to pick up from? For now, I'm just going to walk forward, unless told otherwise. Oh, it's to the left. To the left, to the left. Crunch. I'm making my way downtown, walking fast, space is passing, I'm homebound. No idea, I haven't played this one yet. No, totally fair. We'll push a little bit further, because I feel like I feel like now the structure of the game is sort of like these maybe in-between areas of like heavier puzzle versus like general exploration, so maybe keep that going. Honestly, this might be the Vista to end on because it's pretty nice. Yeah, let me see if there's... Yeah, there's not like a hard save, so I'll have to just hope that it kind of works out. Ooh, fun. Okay. We can, I have the raid planned, so we'll do all that stuff. All right, just to close things out, reminder that this was our GeForce Now stream, as we are a GeForce partner, and this is their service, which again, GeForce Now, they have a free, the middle tier, and then I think it's called premium, I think, and the ultimate. Browse those at your leisure and at your interest. There's a link going around in chat, and I will paste that in now just to speed things up for Nightbot. But if you're interested in learning more about GeForce Now, please click the link in the chat and give it a try. You can try for free. Again, there is a free tier. And I think it's one of those things where, you know, you might be surprised by how many like nice use cases you can have for it. And I think that's kind of one thing we're trying to highlight here with these streams. Obviously, we're playing games that we're interested in, that we want to check out, that are available on the service, but we also are coming at it from different angles, right? Like, Ben's perspective is different than Jeffem's, than Leo's, than my own. So for me, one of the big things that I did here with playing Keeper via GeForce Now is I have it in my Steam library, but I was able to play it via my Mac computer. Like I've said this before, you know, during the stream, I run all of my stuff off of Mac. That's how I do the shows that I do and the streams that I do. I stream from my Mac. The only thing I use my game PC for is for playing games. And one reason I have them as separate is to not, you know, put too much on either of the devices to do. So being able to stream a game like this through GeForce Now, it runs great, it looks great, really easy to get into again. So it can just be cool for that. Or maybe, you know, not everyone has a PC. So if you're like that, but you do have maybe a Mac for work, a different computer for work, different options, it might be a way for you to check that out without having to, you know, continue with the race of constantly like upgrading different components to your PC, or worrying about that. Maybe it's also just a way to consolidate where your games are at. You can connect a bunch of different services, Steam being one of them, but it also has stuff like Ubisoft and Epic Game Store, just to name a few. So yeah, I think you'll be surprised how useful it can end up being. So shout to that. Sorry, I was making sure I saw the stream buffer for a second. I was making sure everything was good. Yeah, again, check out the link. We will be doing more of these GeForce Now streams and talking about the ways we've kind of integrated it into our gaming. So thanks for being here, y'all. If you're watching after the fact or want to watch after the fact or send to people, it'll be on the archives channel, I believe. But other than that, I guess thoughts on the game. I think it's really fun. It's a chill environmental puzzle game. The puzzles are not, you know, mind-blowing or anything like that, but I, as a fellow puzzle dumb, puzzle baby, I don't mind that. For me, they are puzzles where occasionally I do have to think a little bit. I think some people who are very into puzzle games are like, cool, don't have to think at all. So that mileage varies a little bit, but I like the music. I like the vibes. It's a short game. You know, the Hell in a Beat's like 4 hours. We've already played like a good chunk of it. I do want to continue with this game and finish it off stream. And now I have different options, you know, on how I want to go about doing that. So that's super cool. Hanson is right about the last third or fourth are great. If it stayed like this, I would be fine with it. The idea that it's gonna rise from here excites me. So I'll definitely be reporting back when and where I can. I feel like we don't do a lot of double dipping into games we've already talked about on the MinnMax show. So I know they covered Keeper already. But I don't know, maybe for the 210s it'll rear its head. I'm not really sure where it could end up on my personal list, but I am enjoying it. It's relaxing, it's cool. So yeah, check it out if you're into that, and check out GeForce Now, give it a try, see how it might suit you. And that is the end of the gameplay part. Let's go ahead and do a little raid, and I think this is gonna be a good spot for us. I'm checking out how long this person has been live. I don't know if they have raids on. I'm looking. Give me a second. Yeah, they would probably still be live. Dana's Kitchen, aka Kelsey's mom. Oh my god, she's so cute. Okay, so she is doing a spooky menu, Pokemon edition. She's making Nashville hot hot chicken sandwiches, and pumpkinaboo something pie. So there's just like a bunch of stuff and a taste test for Charizard. I don't know what that means. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be fun. Shout out to Kelsey's mom. Drop a follow if you don't already have it. Yeah, we're gonna do that raid over to Kelsey's mom. Everybody say, God, what can we say that's not weird? I don't know. Like, I don't know. What's a raid? We don't have a raid message from MinnMax. Say, oh my God, yay! Or I don't know. Say your favorite Pokemon. Think of something nice. You'll think of. I trust you guys to think of something nice. Well, how about let's do. It's Halloween. Maybe let's do boo. Or boo. Put some boos in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and do that raid. You've been cooking or something. Yeah, I'd say let's go boos in the chat. If you have another idea and you feel confident, feel free to freestyle. Cool. I'm gonna keep up that raid. Thank you guys so much for watching, for hanging out. Thank you for your patience on my early audio doubling issues or whatever. Shout out to Isaiah for taking care of that. And we'll see you guys here next time. Bye.